Good morning. It is Friday. It is Friday the 23rd, the weekend before Memorial Day. We are back at it. We have DoorDash on, Uber Eats on, and we have shopping orders on today. We are doing earn by offer, not caring about our AR. Our acceptance rating on DoorDash is 68, so I'm sure we'll get whiplash again between platinum and silver, but it's whatever. Taking orders that make sense. Let's get this day started. It is 7:30 in the morning. And finally, no rain in the forecast till Wednesday. I'm loving it. Kids are off of school today, so it should be a decent day. I kind of slacked this week, not working. Tuesday I only made $8, so we are this amount away from our goal, and I need to make this amount for each day, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're just going to do the best we can, and then I'll grind it out next week. Alright, we took our first horrible order. $3.50. Well, this is what it is. Anyway, we're at Dunkin' now. Let's go pick it up. This is horrible. Top customer, my ass. Alright, that's all picked up. 6 minutes, 2 miles. I should have never taken this. Got tripped up the steps. That's all dropped off for the 14-minute estimate wait time. Alright, we're getting a little bit better. Went from $3.50 to $4.25. Let's go to Dunkin' again. Again, a top customer. Alright, let's go pick up Caitlin's food. Alright, let's go to the neighborhood and deliver Caitlin's food. She meets me at the sidewalk. Alright, that's all dropped off, and she added a $2 tip. Thank you, Caitlin. So that was a $6.25 for one. 1 to 3. Uber wakes up with this order in there, thank you. We're getting up there. This is a $6.50 for whatever. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get see if it's ready. Alright, that's all picked up. Leave close to the door. Don't ring the bell. Baby's sleeping. 13 minutes, 5 miles. Let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. We have our next order. Dunkin' on Uber. Let's go get it. Oh Lord, it's packed in here. Let's see if I can get a park. Ooh, I have a parking spot. Good. That's all picked up. 4 minutes, 2.4 miles. Let's go drop this off. all dropped off. 1 to 2 on DoorDash. Oh, here we go with another $4.25 for 1.2 miles surf bagel. Let's go do it. Top customer. Let's go see if it's right. Alright, that was all right. 3 minutes, half mile. Alright, let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 10 and 9. Looks like we're headed back to Surf Bagel. Alright, it's gonna be a couple minute wait. That's all picked up. It was a couple minute wait. 14 minutes, 6.2 miles to the drop off. Of course, they were blocking the big long driveway. That's all dropped off. 2 to 7. That driveway's steep. We got our next order at Taco Bell, and we're here now. Let's go pick it up. Alright, that's all picked up. A couple minute wait. 15 minutes, 7.72 miles, which I don't believe. I think it's wrong. We're headed over to Horse Farm, so I think it's a couple miles short. Look at all the horsies. Alright. Look at the baby horsies. So cute. Alright, that's all dropped off. Oh, look at the babies. 3 to 12 on DoorDash. Look at all the babies. Oh, they're so cute. Alright, we got our next order. Going back to Chesapeake City. Picking up at Bob Evans. See if Dorian's food's ready. Alright, that's all picked up. 21 minutes, 11.4 miles. But again, going that way, the miles are wrong. Alright, that's all dropped off. Let's go back to our state, because we're in Maryland now. Alright, we're back in the zone where all the stores are. We gotta make $20. Uber, come on, show me something good. Alright, we got our next order. Wawa, we gotta turn around. Yay. Let's go do it. This is so weird. I have not had one shopping order. Alright, that's all picked up. 12 minutes, 5.3 miles to drop off. Alright, let's go drop this off. Freaking coffee. Leave it door. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 3. Alright, well, I declined one and then I took this one. It's going to Amazon. Ugh. Let's go do it. Alright, that's all picked up. Sent to Amazon. It's a pin required. Yay. Alright, that's all delivered. Had to call support. And now I'm getting nothing but crap orders. Haven't gotten one shopping order still. So, it says 1 to 2. We'll see. Where's this going? Alright, we're going to do this one. It's Buffalo Wild Wings and Sushiyama for $15.50. Let's go do that. Of course, that last order I had to call support to get them to complete my order. So, yeah. That was fun. My AR is down to 66. Alright, they're both picked up. 12 minutes, 2.7 miles to the first drop-off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 18 minutes, 8.4 miles to the next drop-off. Alright, let's go drop this off. Alright, that's all dropped off. 1 to 2. Alright, we got our next order, Applebee's. I had to turn around again. Let's go do it. So my question is, did this chick actually tip, or is it $9.25 base pay? Guess we're gonna find out. Alright, we're doing the Super Dirty Multi app. We got one for Uber too.
Enter the roundabout, then take the first exit.
Yeah. Uber is 4 minutes, 1.2 miles to the drop off. Let's go meet them. dropped off. 1 to 4. Alright, we have our next order. We're 5 miles away anyway. Barbecues. Let's go. I accidentally hit accept, so that's why it's backwards. But whatever. Let's go do it. It ain't that big of a deal. Alright, that's all picked up. 14 minutes, 8 miles.
Chair or table outside the door.
Alright, let's go drop this off. On the chair. Have a good day. Alright, that's all dropped off. Alright, guess what? I have to turn around again. We got a next order. Everett Indian Cuisine. 925 going, I forget how many miles. Let's go do it. We're here. Let's go get it. Actually a pretty cute store. Anyway, 19 minutes, 7.6 miles. Let's go drop this off. Leave at door, do not ring bell. No problem. Alright, that's all dropped off. I'll paste what I made. Alright, we have our next order. It's $7.75. It's not good. We're getting 3 things of pasta sauce at Acme. Let's go shopping. Alright, that's all shopped for. The QR code wasn't working, so had to pay with the red card. Anyway, 13 minutes, 4.8 miles to the drop off. I am trying not to lose my shit today. Alright, let's go drop this off. Leave it at my door. dropped it. We're good now. 1 to 2 on DoorDash. So I got an email saying that, or a message saying that my Uber might be at risk because of my gold status, because of my I don't fit the criteria. You need a 30% AR. Mine is 10. So I'm definitely, every other thing is fine except for that. But I can't accept orders if they don't send them to me. And I'm not taking $6 for 25 miles. So I guess I will be back to green come June 3rd. Alright, we got our next order after declining like 3 or 4. $7.50 for 3.7 miles. Picking up at Chick-fil-A. Let's go do it. Don't even ask what my AR is right now. And this is exactly why my AR is so low on Uber Eats. That's all picked up. 14 minutes, 2.9 miles. Let's go drop this off. Alright, 1 to 5 on DoorDash. Alright, we took a 10 for 10. Hugging us, hopefully there's parking. Alright, people don't know how to park. Anyway, that's all picked up. 16 minutes, 8.24 miles to the drop off. Alright, that's all dropped off. I'll post what I made. 1 to 2 on DoorDash. Alright, we got our next order. Picking up two orders at Acme. Let's go do it. Alright, that's all picked up. The one only has 3 sodas, the other one has a ton of stuff. But 14 minutes, 6.2 miles for a soda girl. Alright, let's go drop this off. Oh, I can't pull in. Alright. Hand it to me, ring the doorbell. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, next one is 8 minutes, 2.7 miles. That's all dropped off. 2-7. Alright, I'm done for the day. I can't take much more of this freaking nonsense. Traffic is all backed up and it takes you 20 minutes to just get down 13. So I'll post the numbers what I make. I will be out tomorrow, hopefully earn by time. I'm going to the liquor store. Have a good night.